Welcome back to Sanctus Custom Restorations. We're going to go ahead and pull this 82 out of the garage today. I'm going to go ahead and mess with the tuning on the car because it does run a little rich. Once it gets hot, it likes to die idle every once in a while. So we're going to see if we can fix that a little bit with just adjusting of the carb. Maybe mess with the timing and maybe take that distributor cap off and tighten the bolt in there, because I think it's adjusting its own timing because of how loose it is. It's not terribly loose, but it is loose enough. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and let this thing run for a little bit to let it get up to idle speed, and once it's hot enough, then we'll start messing with the carb. So it's almost warmed up, but as we're sitting here, it's going up a little bit in idle and it's going back down. So that could have a lot to do with the timing as well. So I don't want to do too much, but I want to try and pinpoint it as soon as we can, so that way we don't have that issue moving forward. Go ahead and mess with this carburetor just a little bit and see what we can get out of it.
ultimate test is going to be once it gets really hot. So best thing is honestly to take it out on the road. I don't want to take it out there without a decent level of transmission fluid in there. I bought some, put a little bit in there, and just ran it down the road the other day. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get in here real quick and run it through the gears and see what it sounds like and see how it runs with the little tune that I messed with here. So right now I ran it through the gears. It doesn't bog down too much. It does a little bit in reverse, so I'm going to just hair with it a little bit more and we're going to see what happens. So right now, with the speed, with the temperature and the speed that it's running right now, it sounds all right. I don't hear it fluctuating up and down in the idle like I have been. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this thing continue to warm up, take it on a little road test to get it even warmer, and we'll see you right back here, okay?